Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm just gonna jump straight into why I'm even doing this video, and the reason is, so the other day I was going on a walk, right? You know, my hot girl walk, because your girl gotta look fine, gotta look fly. Okay, let me stop. I was going on this walk and this thought came into my head. It was, are you comfortable with yourself? And I was like, am I comfortable with myself? Of course I am, you know. I'm doing things for myself. I love my body. I love my life. I'm in love with my life. Okay? Others might not like the life. To be honest, I'm enjoying every moment of it. Okay? Even the moments when I cry, the moments when I'm screaming in my car, I'm enjoying each and every single moment of it, just the way you should as well. Okay, especially if you're on this channel, you should really try to love your life even more, even if it's just a tiny bit more than yesterday, no matter what life throws at you. But this is really me just going out of what, like, the whole purpose of me making this video. And what I thought was, are you comfortable with yourself? Like, on a deeper level, are you? I mean, like, you're doing all of these things for yourself, but are you really comfortable being by yourself, right? Especially now, Valentine's Day is coming. It's right around the corner. Okay, today's the 11th. I think it's on Friday. And this question, I was like, yes, I am most definitely comfortable with myself. Okay, I already planned out what I want to do on Valentine's Day. I already did that. Okay, I'm prepared. Okay, and then it popped into my head, like, I need to make this video because more people, if you're single, married, okay, if you're single or married, or if you're even, I just got to download. 1 second, guys. I just got to download. Okay. Let me just start all over again. I'm just gonna start all over again. Okay. Okay, let's just start all over again. So the other day, this was on Sunday. I was going on my walk, my usual walk, and I got this thought, are you comfortable with yourself? And I thought to myself, yes, I am. I am most definitely comfortable with myself. Why wouldn't I be? I mean, I try to eat right. In fact, I do actually eat right. Okay, of course, I'll have my cheat days. Of course, I'm just a human being. And of course, there are days when I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be. But I am most definitely comfortable with myself. I am most definitely content with where I am. And I am most definitely sure that where I am right now is where I'm supposed to be. And that everything will work out for me. Right? And I said I need to make a video about this because more people need to actually do the self-reflection. Because at the moment, I believe there are so many people out there, because it's Valentine's Day, they're trying to force themselves into a relationship. They're trying to talk to people that they don't really relate to or don't really connect to, just so they'll be able to, like, for example, get flowers or like get like sweet texts and stuff like that. So people are doing things that they're not supposed to do, and like not supposed to do, but they're going out of their standards to try and fill in that gap of everyone is getting flowers, everyone is going on dates, everyone is being asked if they want to be their Valentine, and you as a single person, you're here and you're contemplating, what do I do on such a special day? Like, I don't want to be alone and go to the cinema by myself. I don't really want to do that. But I'm here to tell you, yes, you can, and yes, you will, okay? If you got the funds to go on a nice dinner, to go, I don't know, ice skating by yourself, to really just romanticize your life, if you can do that on that day, I promise you, it will literally change the way you think about yourself. It is so important for when this day comes, okay, and even every other day after this day, that you take days of where you're like, I'ma just relax a little bit. I'm just gonna treat myself. I'm just gonna pamper myself. I'm just gonna do something that I love. Okay? You just need to do that. And this is a question to all of you guys. If you're a guy or a girl, right? If you're a guy or a girl, are you comfortable with yourself? Sit down and think about that. Are you truly, truly, truly comfortable with yourself? In the sense of looking at yourself in the mirror and being like, oh yes, I most definitely look like Stephanie. I most definitely look like, I don't know if your name is Susan. I most definitely look like the hottest Susan on this world. Honestly, because you need to when you're, especially when you're looking to be like in a relationship in the next couple of months, years, I don't know. Like, you need to know how to sit by yourself and be like, yes, I'm me, I'm going through this, but that does not change me. But that does not make me anything less than. Because my experiences are my experiences, okay? My standards are my standards, okay? Even though sometimes your standards are influenced by outside environmental factors as well, but let's just say your standards are your standards, and everything that you're doing really is for the better version of you. Not only for the better version of you, but also for the version of you now. So given that this day is coming, Valentine's Day, before this day, if you're seeing it before Valentine's Day, on Valentine's Day, after Valentine's Day, I just want you to take 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes or more, and just sit down, okay? Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, sit down and think, am I really comfortable with myself? As to where I'm like, if I lose you, if I lose this friendship, I'm okay. I don't need you to be happy. I do not need you to sustain me. I do not need like any external validation, okay? To try and make me, because I am me. I was me. I have been me before I even met you, before I even knew you, okay? The only validation that you need, okay, is validation from God and validation from yourself. You need to be able to stand in front of the mirror and be like, okay, I ain't got long hair, but let me tell you something. Girl, you still 8. Okay, you need to be able to stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself and be like, you see this birthmark here that I might not like, or this mole here that I might not like. That is what makes me me. And you should be able to sit on it and be like, that is what makes me unique. And that is why I am me. That is why I can be me. Because there can be no copycat of me. No matter where I go, there is no doppelganger. Okay, there might be someone that might look at you, but I guarantee you there are still differences. Even twins, that you can take two identical twins, but they're still unique in their own way. By height, by complexion, by weight, and these might be minor factors, but I guarantee you they are still unique. There are still little differences between the two. Okay, now, are you comfortable sitting with yourself? Now I'm just talking about the outer exterior of how you look, like in this video, but I also mean internally, right? Your standards. Are you okay with yourself? Are you okay with your past? Are you okay to disassociate yourself from your past, of where it's like, this happened to me, but this does not define me. This does not tell me that this is who I am. Okay? Are you able to sit by yourself and be like, this relationship is not for me, this job is not for me, this I don't know, this there's so many things that you can see yourself in, you are in, that aren't supposed to be you, that you weren't even supposed to experience those things, but you put yourself in there because you are not comfortable with yourself. You're not comfortable to sit by yourself, cook by yourself. Guys, talk to yourself. Like, honestly, sometimes you just need to talk to yourself, honestly. Like, you are your best advisor, and God is your best advisor, right? Do y'all understand where I'm going to? Like, what I'm trying to tell you? Like, are you truly comfortable with yourself? Are you constantly going out of your comfort zone, in a sense? Going out of your way, that's the right word. Going out of your way to try and get validation from others. Try and, like, I don't know, have friendships that you're not supposed to be in, even though you know morally it does not align with what you want to do, it does not align with your morals, and you're just constantly going out striving to get validation from others and constantly neglecting yourself. Sheesh, guys, sometimes you might be in a relationship and that relationship is not meant for you, and the thing is, you knew from the get-go, you knew from the beginning that I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be working on myself. But you're trying to force yourself, okay? You're trying to force yourself to be there because, oh, I'm scared to be by myself. I've had people tell me they're literally scared to be that by themselves. Like, they're scared to be by themselves, like with their thoughts. They're scared their thoughts would eat them up and stuff. Like eat them up is like exaggeration, but I know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not gonna tell you guys what other people have told me, but sheesh, the people are out there who fear themselves, and that is because they don't understand themselves. They haven't actually sat down, they haven't even taken some time to try and reflect on themselves, to try and learn about themselves, right? You being able to stand on your own, okay, you being comfortable with yourself starts by you understanding yourself. You sitting down and being like, you know what? Why did I react this way in this situation? oh, why did I have two options and I chose that option? Like, do y'all understand what I'm trying to say? I believe you do. And it's so important for you to constantly, not constantly, but like once in a while, sit down and try and reflect, try and process the things that has happened to you, for you to be able to like pinpoint where you are right now. Because sometimes you might be like, oh, I haven't, like, I'm not making 100K a month, I'm not, like, I don't have a car yet, I don't have this, y'all counting the things that you don't have, forgetting about the things that you do have, the little things that you can be grateful for. Like, you have the opportunity to go to school, you have the opportunity for a job. It might not be the best job, but there are people out there who are looking for that job. There are people out there who are looking for that room that you're currently living in. You might be like, oh no, but it's not my dream apartment. But there are people out there who are looking for the things that you have. And another thing as well is, guys, wherever you are in life is a prayer that you asked for, is a prayer answered, right? If you realize, oh sheesh, this was not where I actually wanted to find myself, you need to switch up the way you were talking to yourself, the way you're talking to yourself, the way you're praying about things. Because when you pray, you gotta be specific. You can't be like, oh Lord, please give me a house. He can give you a house. He'll give you a house, but then you only own one room in the house. Oh Lord, I want to go to university. Okay, so you did enter university, but then you're not studying what you actually wanted to study. Does that make sense? Let me take another one. Oh Lord, please give me a car. I just want a car. Now you have a car that is broken. Each week you gotta take it to the mechanic to get it fixed up. If you would have been specific from the get-go and been like, Lord, I want a car, but I want the car to be really good condition. I don't want this car to be going to the mechanic each and every week. Once I buy this car, let it be useful for me to do the things that I need to do, etc, etc, etc. Right? Now, I feel like I'm going on a tangent here. No, I'm not. I feel like all of you guys are actually getting what I'm trying to pinpoint here. The main purpose of this video is to ask you, are you comfortable with yourself? And if you're not, we gotta work on that. You need to work on that. You need to figure out ways to get to know yourself. Because if you're not comfortable with yourself, it really just means you're a stranger from yourself. You really don't know yourself. You really don't understand yourself. You don't know what triggers you. You don't know what makes you happy, the things that you genuinely love, right? You feeling uncomfortable in your own body that you chose when you came into this earth. It's like you being a stranger to your soul. Like you walking around the earth, you're walking around the world, and you have a physical body, but your physical body is distant to your soul. Like your soul might be in Australia and your physical body is in, let's say, Nigeria. Yeah, those are miles away, drifted apart. Now, if you start learning about yourself, right, your soul might and your body, they will start gravitating towards each other slowly, and with time you will get to understand yourself. You will get to love yourself. You'll get to like know things about yourself that you didn't know until one day you click. And if anyone tries to take away validation, if someone tries to use external validation to make you feel better, you'll be like, that don't work on me. Why? Because your soul and your body, your spirit, your intuition, you're so aligned. Look at my hands. No matter how external validation, like, I don't know, situations try to pull you guys apart, you're not drifting apart, you're not coming closer. You might, what's that called? I don't even know what to use this, but this is such a good analogy. Like, you might, I don't know, like, try to drift, but no. You sit down, you reflect, you work on yourself, you work on yourself, you get even more comfortable with yourself. And people might be like, oh shoot, this isn't the Sarah that I knew before. Before, when I tried to tell her, oh, your hair looks nice, she would be like, oh my gosh, really? You know? And she'd want to bend over backwards for me. Now when I tell her her hair looks nice, and she's like, I know. Yes, I know. Thank you. Right? So I gotta figure out the different ways of trying to approach Sarah now. Or, that would be one. Or, Sarah ain't like before. We gotta leave Sarah. We gotta leave Sarah alone. We gotta leave Sarah alone. Get far away from Sarah. Sarah ain't the same as she was a year ago. She ain't the same no more. I can't seem to control her reaction, because now Sarah, now whoever you are out there, now you're comfortable with yourself. You can sit by yourself, cross your legs, and be like, how was your day today? And actually talk to yourself, and not talk to yourself in a crazy way. Talk to yourself and check in with yourself. You're able to check in with yourself and be like, today was such a good day, but there was something that actually triggered me. And I realized I did not react to that trigger the way I would have reacted to it a couple of months ago. Why? Because you're doing inner work. You're doing inner work. You're working on yourself. You can literally see me smile right now because I'm talking about inner work. I'm talking about how you're learning about yourself and drifting, not apart, but drifting towards each other and aligning to the path that you were supposed to be on. You're aligning, you getting comfortable with yourself, being grounded within yourself, okay? And then going out into this world with the best, like, is it with the best version of yourself? No. In the best version of yourself, going out into this world, literally like a flower, like a tree, like, I don't know, like, just imagine your belief, your mind, your soul, your spirit, you being comfortable with yourself. And let me just clarify this. Comfortable in a good sense, not comfortable in the sense of you're comfortable with yourself to the point of you feel like, I'm good the way I am. I don't think there's any need to grow or any need to. That is you not looking at, you're not being honest with yourself. Right? And anyway, let me get back to what I wanted to say. So getting comfortable with yourself and your spirit, your soul, your mind are firmly grounded. You are firmly grounded in yourself, in your beliefs, in God. Okay, now that you're firmly grounded, okay, because at the end of the day, your mind is a seed, and however you plant, however you water it, that is what will come out of it. right? So you are firmly grounded within yourself. And now that you've been watering yourself, taking care of yourself, going to the gym, eating right, doing self-care days, going to dates by yourself, all of those things, getting to know yourself, trying out new things. Now you're going into the world confident, grounded, happy, with self-worth, okay? Um you're going into the world knowing yourself. Do you have that one person where you're like, oh yeah, I know them, I know everything about them? That's how you need to be with yourself, because at the end of the day, the only person you got is yourself, right? Because worst case scenario, well, not worst case scenario, because everyone will die one day. You're not gonna die with your friends. If you're gone, you're gone. They're not gonna bury any of your friends, any of your loved ones with you because you're gone. You're going 6 feet under by yourself. I might actually need to cut that. But do you understand what I mean? Like, if you're gone, you're gone. You're not going with anyone else. And then when you're on your deathbed and you're thinking, what did I do in this life to love myself, to know myself, to cherish myself, to be a representation of God's divine love, right? Because the way you feel within is what you project outside. The way you're feeling about yourself, if you're confident and stuff like that, is what you project outside. And some people might be able to take it, others might not. And to the people who don't know how to take it, well, you don't need to prove anything to them, because you're grounded, firmly grounded within yourself. And there is no one on this earth who will, a storm might come, try and shake you up, a storm might come, temptation might come, try and shake you up a little bit, try and test the waters, try and see, is this guy really confident as to like do they actually know what they're doing? Those situations might come, and in those situations, that's where you'll know how comfortable you are within yourself, how loving you are towards yourself, how accepting you are towards yourself, how understanding you are towards yourself, how patient you are with yourself. And the list goes on and on and on. So if there's anything, this is the only takeaway I want you guys to take. Literally, is a takeaway. I don't even know. Okay? This is one thing I literally want you guys to learn today. If you see this before Valentine's Day, on Valentine's Day, after Valentine's Day, I literally, oh my gosh, guys, I don't know how much more I can emphasize this. I'm literally getting goosebumps talking about this. I want you to be comfortable with yourself. Sit with yourself, talk to yourself, love yourself, show yourself compassion. Be like, today was a hard day, yes, but you know what? I got through it. With that unshakable self-worth, unshakable confidence, no shame, no guilt, the world will be your oyster. The world will be your oyster. the world will literally be your oyster. I literally, especially the younger generation, right? Like, this message is to you guys, especially because y'all need to be able to sit with yourself. Because nowadays, we're all on social media scrolling for hours. You can take your phone, okay, your phone, and let's say it is 8:04, right? And you open Instagram, you open Snapchat, you open Twitter. I don't use Twitter. In fact, I even deleted TikTok. I deleted TikTok the other day because I'm a victim of this as well. Not even a victim. I won't even say victim. It will literally be, let's say, 8 p.m. and you open TikTok and you start scrolling. You start scrolling before you get to, like, before you even come back to your senses. You're like, oh, it's 9, it's 9:30, it's 10. What was I doing all this time? Just scrolling, just sending memes to my friends. Guys, we need to stop that. Like, if you're like, honestly, that is why I deleted TikTok, because I was like, I'll just be on there scrolling, like even listening to motivational speeches and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, I will start feeling bad for spending 1 hour just scrolling. Like 1 hour I could have used it to read a book, I could have used it to do something else, but I'm here just scrolling my life away. And yes, we're young, yes, we have time, but let me tell you something. Time passes by so quickly, and before you know it, you'll be 35, 40, 50, and you'll be like, what did I do with half of my life? What was I doing? I thought, I believe yesterday I was 20. All of a sudden I'm 35 and I got 3 kids too. Where did y'all come from? That's how life passes, y'all. That is how life passes, you guys. Okay? I want you guys to sit down, reflect, and think, how can I get more comfortable with myself? How can I get more comfortable? If you're like with myself, if you aren't comfortable with yourself by yourself, you always need people around you, you know, you always need external validation, you always need I was about to say something. You always need a distraction. Sit down and be like, how can I get comfortable with myself? Like a beginner, like as a beginner, what I would be like is, you know what? Let me just take one day out of the week. It can be half a day, quarter of a day, and just be like, this day or like this time, I'm just gonna use it to do something random. Create a YouTube channel. If you like to draw, start drawing. If you like to write, start writing. If you like to sing during that time. Do little things that you might be like, oh, I actually do enjoy like stuff like this, right? I do actually enjoy making music, painting. I'm not good at it, but I most definitely enjoy it. It's very therapeutic. I actually do enjoy hearing people talk in the background about their experiences. I actually do enjoy. I didn't even know, like with myself, how did I even get comfortable with myself? Now, introverts might be like, oh yeah, I've been comfortable with myself the whole time. Just because you're an introvert does not mean that you're comfortable with yourself. Because sometimes you can be an introvert and that is really just you trying to run away of your extrovertism, if that's even a word. Yeah. That can you be running away from. And like so many factors can actually impact people. and different environments, and the area that you grew up in, the kind of household you grew up in. Like, so many factors can actually impact the kind of person you are, right? So I just want you to take a moment, sit down, and do absolutely nothing for 5 minutes. You could call this meditation. All right, you could call this meditation, but I'm gonna call this alone time, my time, me time, self-care time, hot girl time, you know. What else could we call it? What else could we call it? I don't even know. Nothing is coming up in my nothing is popping into my head, but you do get the picture. So sit down, do absolutely nothing for 5 minutes. In fact, I want you to set a timer for 5 minutes. Do nothing, and you can listen to jazz music or whatever, but nothing that has lyrics in it. And just any thought that comes in, just let it go through. Let it just pass by. You can reflect on the thoughts later on, because thoughts at the end of the day, they're just coming in really to, I don't know, it's like a stream. It's literally like a stream of water. It comes and it keeps on flowing. And that's exactly how your thoughts are. If you're struggling to be able to like sit down by yourself and like be who you are, should I say, actually just take 5 minutes, sit down, close your eyes, breathe, and let your thoughts run through. Should I say run through or pass by? Let your thoughts pass by, because they come and they go. Except you take a thought, you fixate on it, and then you're like, oh shoot, but that person said that, and da-da-da-da-da. Anyways, guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys learned something out of it. If you guys learned, please, I'm asking you guys, if there's anything you took out of this video, let it be, you need to know how to be comfortable with yourself. Ask yourself that question. Am I comfortable with myself? And if you're not, you can think of ways how you can improve it. You can be creative. All right, guys, so that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure to leave in the comments below what you guys enjoyed the most about this video, and also what you guys learned, and if this video actually gave you guys the opportunity to actually reflect on your life, on a situation, on a current moment, and to actually sit down and be like, oh shoot, I actually do need to get more comfortable with myself. There are people in my life who aren't really who aren't really meant to be in my life. There are people that I'm holding on to that I'm not supposed to be holding on to. There are situationships that I'm holding on to that I'm not supposed to be holding on to. There are people that I'm trying to force conversations with that I'm not really supposed to be forcing conversations with anyway. Okay? Yeah, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. And yes, I hope to see you guys next time.